Hi, I'm Faith.
And I'm Neysa. And this is
Go Ladies, a podcast about navigating life, love,
and so much more
from a 40-plus perspective.
We can't be singing along with the technical problems we've been having. We
gotta get started.
Hello.
Welcome to the Go Ladies podcast.
Hi, everybody. I'm Neysa.
I'm Faith.
Like you forgot your name. It was a huge pause.
Oh, I'm here. Was it a real pause or a technical pause?
Oh, shoot. I don't know. Oh, did you forget her name? Like, what's up?
I said it. Oh, God. This is about to be so ghetto, and I love it. All right.
Yes.
Hey, y'all. Me and
Neysa in person together again. We got to figure this out.
Together again.
Not Janet Jackson.
Oh. Okay, hi.
You focused? All right, hello.
I'm focused, man.
Okay. Look,
okay. Yeah.
We both had a day, and so
we did.
And it's not over yet. We got a lot more stuff to do today. At least I do. So
this is balling out of control over here.
I'm not. I'm tired.
I know you are. I know you are.
But it's
gonna be fine. Okay, so we're both tired.
We're very tired.
So we're persevering. We're pushing through.
We are trying.
That's what we do.
We are definitely trying.
We're trying. Look. We're human. We're also aligned for grace.
Come on now, because we need all the grace.
I know, all of it. So
okay, let's just get into it.
What are we tired of?
I'm tired of Black people getting shot doing everyday things.
That part. Yeah.
Let's just start there.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna toss the ball primarily to you because, okay, let's start from the very beginning. If you've been under a rock, which I hope that you haven't, yes. There was a mass shooting in Buffalo, New York, in which 10 people were brutally murdered. Yes. And the murders of those people were streamed online on social media by a white supremacist.
Yes.
I heard about it and turned it off in my head. And I'm going to be very transparent about that. I heard about it and immediately turned it off.
Yeah.
And here's why. Several years ago, there was a similar shooting at a Kroger in Louisville, which is where I'm from. And 2 people passed away that day. And one of them was my friend's father. And our moms are friends, and I heard about the shooting. I called my mom, and then make sure they were all good, because the Kroger were near our neighborhood. So did a good welfare check, thought everything was good, and they get the call later on saying no, it's not. And I'm not going to say a lot of names here because I don't want to ever re-victimize anyone. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So when I heard about the Buffalo shooting, I removed myself from it and basically haven't dealt with it. And I probably won't. For 2 reasons. Number 1, it's too close to home. And number 2, why?
Yeah.
I'm at the point now to where I'm just frustrated, and I'm at the why. If we're not going to change shit, then why we have to keep talking about shit? And that's just me being honest. It is very disheartening. And there are many days I'm like, no, we can change the world. But today, I'm just like, why? What's going to happen different? We're going to have thoughts and prayers. It's going to be a visual. Attorney Crump's going to come there and say some words. Sharpton going to go there and say some words. There'll be a march or 2. The person who shot the people is alive and well. I'm going to get a trial and some mental evaluations. He'll go to trial in 3 years, maybe. And that's that on that. And by the time he goes to trial, there'll be 6 other mass shootings of Black people anyway. So, yeah. So if you came here for me to give some happy news today, I ain't got it. I'll pull something at the end, but I ain't got it. So what you got, Faith?
Well,
that's a hell of a way to start a show.
You're hoping I don't freeze. I feel the same way. Racism is here to stay, and that's just what it is. not shocked that it happened. It's going to happen again. That's my thought. I'm not similar to you. It's not like, oh my God, I can't believe it happened. This seems like, of course it shouldn't happen, but it's going to, and it's going to continue to happen. And so I didn't immerse myself in it, just because for me, it's more having worked in news. I'm thankful that I'm out of it to where I don't have to subject myself to those things. Because I didn't realize just how traumatizing it was when you're in it. But anyways, so I went to the grocery store like 2 days later, and I'm old. I like to go to the store when they open. I just do. So I'm there and I'm looking for exits. I'm looking to see, I see the people, they're still stocking the shelves, but I'm looking where the people, take the milk back. Like, okay, I can go in this door. It's like, I automatically am looking for escape routes, which is a trauma response. And I'm well aware of that. But that's where my mind is going. It's hurry up, get what you need, get out, but also know where you can go, because the front of the store going to be occupied if they come in here shoot. Like, literally, that's what I thought. Now, thankfully, I made it out alive. I mean, nobody, not even them, no one intends to like, oh, I'm going to pick up some milk and hopefully not get shot. But yeah, that was kind of, those are my thoughts on Buffalo. I'm like, obviously sad, it's horrible, but I'm like, yeah, it's going to happen again.
I do that with most places I go actually now.
Yeah.
I didn't recognize it until I had a panic attack in a movie theater. I don't know, nothing happened, but I just felt so uneasy in the movie theater. And actually, Christopher, we were on date night at the time, and we left. I couldn't get settled. I can't watch it because I'm nervous. And so I like to get there early to the movie. I like to sit in my seat and see who's coming in. You come in without no date, I'm gonna look at your little.
True. Yeah, I get it. And
don't not have a date and have a bag. Oh no, no, that's not gonna work for me.
Yeah.
And I look for the exits and I sit near the steps. I don't sit in the middle to see the movie. Yeah. I have to sit on the end. Now I pee a lot too, so I gotta sit on the end. But I gotta be there so I can get out.
Yeah.
It's definitely sad that we think like this. But it's true that I do this in most places I go to now. Like, where are the exits? How can I get me and mine out? What can we do?
Yeah. Absolutely. Definitely. Yeah.
They're shocked. It's like, no, this is American Pie.
Yep.
Like at this point. Like,
yeah.
We always see, the Gaza Strip, there's a bombing or a shooting or, those things, or, you see this different things in different places around the world and you think that's there. And a lot of people don't realize that it's here too. But it is. So, yeah.
Very much ingrained in the DNA of America.
Yep. So, I think that's why this is a weird segue.
Yes, we're just going with it.
No, but I think all the things that have been happening have been played out in this person's new music. Talking about Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, K-Dot.
Yep. So I listened to the album at your request. I was gonna listen anyway, but I wasn't gonna make it like appointment TV to listen. You know what I mean? But I listened.
That's me.
and it very much so was like, he's struggling with the rest of us. Like, he's really struggling to make sense of his world, like the rest of us are right now. Yeah. And I want to get your thoughts first, then I'll weigh in. Because
of course you do.
I do.
Let me set the stage.
Let it, girl.
I didn't listen to it right away. I was like, let me wait for a minute. And so when I finally listened to it, I had to listen to it in my headphones. So I put on my Beats and I laid and listened to it. So I didn't want to be distracted. I was like, let me just hear what he's saying. That's the first time I listened to it.
You don't go to sleep doing that?
No, that's not go to sleep music.
I can't lay with music. I would go to sleep.
When you stop moving, you go to sleep.
True. Immediately.
I And I mean, I did walk around a little bit, but I wanted to really hear it. So
Okay.
that was my first experience, sonically amazed. I'm like, oh, it just sounds good. It feels good. Most of you know, I love rap music. I love hip hop culture. Obviously, I'm 40, I'm of a certain age, and I can admit a lot of music that's out, I don't vibe with. I just don't. So Kendrick's album, first and foremost for me, it felt good. Like it felt like home for me. It's like he's really talking about something, like really talking about issues. It's really Black. The production, the sounds are just So yes, that was my first impression. I know you laugh at me, but Neysa, I'm telling
You
you,
love it.
I love it. I love rap. I don't know, I do, but it's just so good. And I have been listening to it nonstop since the weekend. Like it is on repeat in my car, on the devices in the house. I am listening to Kendrick over and over. Now, some songs I do have to be in the space to listen to. I'm like, no, I don't want to hear that right now. But the majority of them I am a huge fan of. So, and it's like therapy. Like every single song is therapy. And it just the nuances with the tap dancing and the like, it's I love it. Go ahead.
I enjoyed it.
Yes.
It is not a bop.
No, it's not.
It's not a bop at all. To me, it is as transformational as Gerard Carmichael's Rothaniel.
Right.
We talked about that before. That was not a comedy show. It was a one-man show. And it was a therapeutic pouring out of self on stage. This was a pouring out of self in studio.
Yeah.
So I equate them to be the same, just different mediums, you know?
Yeah.
We cry together.
I know that's your jam.
That's my jam.
And that's, I don't even know, it's like a poetry slam. The feel of it is very, you know, but yes.
It is very much so a rap battle.
Yeah.
So that one is definitely my favorite. Maybe because I've had tumultuous relationships where I've been slick-lipped. Who would have thought? Me being slick-lipped. Not me. But you know, shut up. So, but you know, not obviously. No, I can't even say that. Obviously, not to that extent. I probably have said some slick shit to that extent. But seeing it go back and forth, I was like, that's toxic and detrimental as hell. But I could understand the emotion behind it, where you're lashing out and you're hurt and you're saying things that you do mean, but you shouldn't say, at least not in that tone. And then after you expend all this energy, it's the, I love you, let's just go fuck. Like that's.
Let me pause you right there. Because not once did they say, I love you.
No, they did not.
Something I noticed. It really was, I'm mad at you, let's have sex.
True.
But where is the love? Where, for me, it's like, where's the, it's like, no, this isn't love. I need to do, I'm not saying the love isn't there, but I don't know what his intention was with not saying or inserting some sort of I love.
It's dysfunctional, it's toxic, it's hood, it's all these things that are the antithesis actually of love that we have now bastardized and called love. So but when I say I love you, that's just, I guess, probably from my own personal experience, but it is definitely all this chaos, and chaos can only swirl so much before it boils over. And it boils over in verbal assaults in this one. But then even after all that's been spent, you are spent. And now what? You know, how do you repair that? And, you know, a sacrificial body.
But I will say, I liked, again, the tap dancing, because I believe that's his wife who says, stop tap dancing around the issue. At the very end of that song, she says, stop tap dancing around the issue, and then it goes to the next song. And I'm like, all right, this is okay. It's just very adult. It's for my adult ears. Like, it's like,
it's like 444.
Yes, for a lot of people. Yeah, for sure.
And let me tell you this, a lot of people didn't like 444. And I've heard people don't like this one either.
A lot of people don't, but I think too, like you said, it's not a bop. Now I'm gonna make you laugh a little bit.
Okay.
But as an Alvin Ailey trained dancer, I definitely have some songs that I can dance to because I know how to dance. So it's not a shake your ass. It's more contemporary and you're emoting. Did you roll your eye? Because I was freestyling to a lot of the songs and I was in it. I was grabbing the air. I was, yeah. Mm-hmm. It depends on what you're looking for. You what?
I'd pay to watch you do a recital to the Kendrick Lamar album. I'll buy a ticket to that show.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not going to be for everybody. Everything isn't for everybody, right? No. So like you said with Jay, a lot of people didn't like it because you want turn up. And it's
for me, I think it's a different age group too. I hate to sound like grandma, keep on living, but 444, it's not a 20-year-old album. It is for somebody who's 40 and then realizes the mistake that they've made, the damage they laid in their wake, and now are taking responsibility to try to fix it.
Yeah.
I feel like this one is a man confronting his demons, and you only do that once you, number one, recognize you have demons.
Boom.
And do the work to confront them. Yeah. That's not what 20-year-olds do.
Right.
You know? Especially 20-year-old Black males. No. You know, there's a lot of bravado and testosterone still flowing about at that point, you know? So
we got Black news today.
We do have Black news.
Black news. So Honey Pot.
Mm-hmm.
So first of all, okay, being kind of a journalist, set the stage. Okay, let me set the stage first. So what is it? Rumors swirling that the Honey Pot, which is Black founded and still owned, I'll explain that, recently was in the news, still kind of is, for one, saying that the company sold and it's no longer Black owned, and then two, the ingredients changing.
Correct.
So where it's like no longer organic, it will mess up your pH and all that jazz. And I saw that, even, God bless, some people I know were spreading the it's no longer Black owned, and I'm like, do y'all vet the do you? A lot of people don't. They just take things for gospel, and that's just what it is, right?
Put a pin in that one, because I want to come back to that. People don't vet anything anymore, including journalists. But go ahead.
And so the owner, she has all the titles, but she is still the owner. Posted on their Instagram page, she read a letter. Like, I saw the video. She did a video and explained all the things. She was like, this is still very much my company. And then she went on to explain even the science behind the changes and why they had to change. And basically you're gonna be okay, unless your cookie is just that sensitive. I mean, because I know some people who can't use it, period. The original formula or not, it's like, I just can't use it. But right. It's just amazing. People were ready to throw Honey Pot away. No, because she sold out, sis sold out. And so that's kind of
sold out if you get a check.
Hello.
And it's her business to sell?
It is. It is.
Is that selling out? Was it selling out when Bob Johnson did it? I'm just asking the questions that need to be asked for the people.
I don't know. If you like it, that's just me. I like Honey Pot. I use Honey Pot products. So even if the company had been sold, Faith will probably still use Honey Pot. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna not use it because I found something I like and it works. I don't know.
Back up for me. So for me,
back it up.
They did change the formula.
They did.
They posted about changing the formula on their Instagram, I believe, prior to the viral tweets going out.
Yeah.
So the first person even said anything about, the formula's changed, it's no longer Black owned, didn't even do the smallest due diligence to look at the company's website or their Instagram page to say, I wanted to change their formula. What happened?
Yeah.
And then you would have seen right then and there. But then it caused this whole firestorm.
Yeah.
And have this woman, look, she's the founder, CEO, chief innovation officer, whatever she calls herself,
Yeah.
in a sweatshirt looking disheveled.
Yeah.
And some people were like, well, she didn't look like she cared. To me, I like a woman who's been beat up all weekend. It wasn't the fact that she didn't care. Like, she looked defeated.
Yeah.
And I don't know this woman. She's not a sponsor of this show. You could if you want to, though. But when she came on there and was, looking, I was just like, she looked hurt.
Yeah.
Is what I would say.
Yeah.
Like, you're doing all this good, Black women rallied around you and the whole Target, came into Target stores and the white folk were talking about you and Black women came and bought out all the products. It's hard to find them in Target anymore.
Yeah.
And then to get turned on by the same people that you're looking out for and the same people who lifted you up. It's like, did they just lift you up to throw you down?
Seems like.
And it's like, I don't want to say we can be our own worst enemy, because obviously we see in Buffalo, New York, there are many, many enemies out there.
Absolutely.
But this situation, I was just like, what are we doing to each other? Like, seriously. Pantene. I was a Pantene girl all throughout college. I love Pantene products. It made my hair bouncy and blah, blah, blah. I was happy with the Pantene. Yeah, I had the bounce. I had a Motions perm and the Pantene upkeep. I was in there, girl. Bouncy.
Okay.
But then Pantene changed its formula. And I knew because my hair wasn't responding the same way. And I was like, something happened. Yeah. I must now find another brand to use. I didn't throw no fit at Pantene, didn't write not one letter to Pantene.
Right. Yeah.
But burn Pantene. I still don't know who the founder of Pantene is. Don't use it no more, honestly. But still, they changed the formula. I move on. Things change. The owner of a product has the right to change that product as they see fit.
Yeah.
The market has the right to either purchase or not purchase as they see fit.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
And should she want to sell her company, I could sit there and hope that she's going to keep the company Black owned forever.
Yeah.
But I don't know what her circumstances are. I don't know who got cancer, who might be getting locked up, who's got a bailout. There's a Black tax to be successful too.
Absolutely.
You got to carry a lot of people on your back when you're successful too.
Yeah.
And so with the success that she's seen, I'm sure there's a lot of things that a lot of people's mortgages she's paying.
Yeah.
So if she's like, F it all, I'm gonna give this to somebody else to deal with. Now I'm just gonna take my money and go live in the island. She could do that too.
Yeah.
And we can't be mad at it.
Yeah.
We gotta quit asking for people to be our saviors instead of saving ourselves all the daggone time. It's that simple.
She is not your savior.
She ain't.
Hashtag Kendrick.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
And I know cooties are, your cooties, your pocket, your lady parts, all those things are very sensitive. Once you find something that works, like finding your right edge gel. You find the right edge gel, you got to hold on to it,
Yeah.
But if it changes, it does. You can find you another one.
Yeah, exactly. I know. People hate to hear that, but it really is true. Like, I'm not about to go back and forth and tear her down and let me go online and say, again, if the person has just done a little bit of homework and then it spreads like wildfire, of course, causing her to have to do this video. And it's like, she probably wasn't trying to do all of that. So yeah, I still use honey pot. Honey pot is okay. My cookie is okay with it. So,
okay, your goods are good.
My goodies are good. Anyways, so
yeah,
you know what? You mentioned Target.
Yes. Come on. Tab.
Cousin Tab, sister Tab, because she's not old. So
cousin younger than me.
Tab, yeah, she's a little
She's
older.
Younger than me. She's in between me and you.
In between us. Cousin Tab is launching a clothing line with Target. limited release.
Mhm.
Drops June 11th, and it's size
Is it July or June?
June or July. Correct me. Let me look. It might be
I
July.
thought it was June.
Did I say July?
Yeah.
I'm in June. My bad. My bad. It's coming sooner than you think.
June 11th.
June 11th. I have the 11th part. I just don't have.
Yeah, June 11th.
Okay. Yes. So she has a Target collection. That is awesome. We love Tab. And Tab is unproblematic. She minds her business. She has a great disposition about her. And you know why? Because that's her business. So shout out to Tab.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
I mean, from a sandwich.
I know.
To now book, Netflix, Target, restaurant, spices. She diversified quick and is doing it all very authentically, it seems like. And just, seems to be really good people. So we wish the best for Tab because
we do.
She kind of makes your heart smile.
She really does. And even just hearing her story, right? It is not overnight. Overnight success is not overnight. So
no, she was driving for Uber, eating a sandwich.
Yeah.
Now that blew up overnight, but
prior to that,
work, yeah.
So shout out to Tab. I'm gonna be checking out the clothing line because it looks
all the colors.
It's a lot of colors.
It seems like for me, it's very much so vacation wear for me.
Yes.
Not everyday wear, but I might, I don't know. Summertime's here. I might put some color on. As I sit here in all black, but I might put some color on.
I might be brunch. We'll see. I do want to support though. So
definitely.
We have more fashion talk.
Yes. It's a perfect segue.
Yeah.
It's a perfect segue. So we're going to bring on a guest here in just a few moments and, do a proper intro at that point in time so you can get to know her.
Oh, I will say this. Tab did like a video. I don't know if you saw it. It was her daughter, Choice, and her sister. And she just kind of like, that was her announcing the clothing line and was asking like, what do you look for in clothing or what do you like? And she had mentioned just wanting to be comfortable, which kind of lends itself to our guest and what we're talking about. Like the clothes look cute, but looking at them, they do look mad comfortable.
They do.
So, yeah, we'll get into it.
Okay. Cool. Hold on, we'll bring our guest in.
I always do this, by the way.
Yes. So we're back. And of course, Faith starts dancing. Like, I don't know what it is about the fact that when we hit record, she decides to dance, vogue, and sing. So let her get the system first. Is it out of your system?
Yes.
Okay.
We have company though. So
yes, we do have company. I have a bio. To read. And we love having guests. So Miss LaToya Hunt is a healthcare administrative consultant. She has more than 18 years in the healthcare field. But what's really near and dear to her heart is personal styling. She's a personal stylist and shopper, working with everyday women from stay-at-home mommies to docs, lawyers, and CEOs. She's done this for the past 4 years and allows them to tell their style story. Although she chose a career path that placed her in a box in terms of style, she's definitely outside the box when it comes to her style. And she discovered a way to showcase her personal style even within those confines. She believes your style tells a piece of your story and that every woman should write their own narrative. She believes that every woman deserves an uplifting style to not only exist, but to live fearlessly. So, hello, Miss LaToya Hunt.
Hey, welcome.
Total transparency. I know, look, every guest we have, I know. I feel like, except for one.
Yeah, Neysa knows all of them.
I know a lot of people. So I know Miss LaToya Hunt from college and beyond. So this is really a friend, like a companion. So I'm so happy you decided to come on our show.
Thanks for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
It's going to be fun.
It's
your first podcast?
Oh, good.
Well, welcome.
Podcast virgin.
Yes, we popped your podcast, Sherry.
This show is very much like sitting with us around a table with a glass of wine. So feel free to just speak freely, because that's what we're going to do here as well. Right before we brought you in, we were talking about Tabitha Brown and her new fashion line coming to Target and how it looks so very comfortable and so very colorful. And which is, of course, a great segue for you, because look, we've been in COVID for many months at this point. And even though we're now coming outside, things have changed.
Tremendous.
And yes. And let's just start with the COVID pounds. I am not the same size that I was when I started the COVID pandemic. And so coming out of it, I'm like, oh, I'm ready to go outside. I'm getting dressed. And I'm like, this don't look the same.
Yes.
What am I supposed to do?
So that has been the case with probably 95% of America, especially women. And I tell folks, dress for the body that you're in now. And so I know that's hard, but for me, what I did when I was personally struggling with that is that I did a subscription service to Rent the Runway, because I refused to buy new clothes until I could get back down to, I mean, I just don't want to invest in a new wardrobe, because I'm like, I'm going to take these pounds off. I just need some sub-in pieces to substitute with things that do work. And so that was really my kind of saving grace through the pandemic, to try to get back outside, as we call it. So my membership's on hold right now, but you can place it on hold. You can keep the items at home that you have. So that's been one way to get back into going back outside without investing in new clothes that are your new size. I also tell my clients, if size is an issue for the clothes, cut the tag out. I got every size in my closet from a 2 to a 22. Cut the tag out. It just really, because every manufacturer is different in how they cut clothes. The COVID pounds, lots of stretchy material. Throw on a kimono. Make sure you have good shapewear. Shapewear is your friend. Shapewear is your friend. Say it with me. Shapewear is your friend.
And it's for everybody. I think you need to
small size 0.
Your
size 28 or beyond. Everybody needs shapewear. I don't care how small you are, to smooth things out, to bring it on in. If you've gained weight, more so in the middle, waist trainers, though, can be a little bit uncomfortable, are the way to go if you're trying to snatch it in the areas that you may have picked up some additional pounds. Now, but
go ahead, because I'm thinking about this waist trainer, and I've been in sweats for 3 years.
So, okay, well, we're in summertime now. So when you were in wintertime or fall trying to go somewhere, you can incorporate a blazer with your sweats to elevate them.
Yeah.
But now we're in summer, so you're gonna have to do a little something different. So Neysa, what have you been doing?
Right.
I'll go outside in black.
You've been outside, don't you?
I wear black and I don't go outside. So
you wear black and you don't go outside.
I know.
She goes outside. First of all, LaToya, let me just tell you, Neysa and I did a photo shoot a few days ago. We did a photo shoot for the podcast, and Neysa wore some color. So
I wore our podcast brand colors. I had to.
It's still color. It's not.
It wasn't black.
It wasn't, and I love black as well, but it was not black.
Black is my probably favorite color. But like the vest that I have on today, I have it on with tan underneath, but normally I wear it with black. So if you are gonna wear black, invest in some kind of outerwear pieces to try to break it up. It's okay. It's easy to dress, but you want to try to incorporate color in your accessories and how you're layering pieces to try to inch your way back into feeling more comfortable is really the biggest thing. Also, even leggings, like if you're going to wear like a legging, a good vest will elevate it right on up. And to cover the places that we don't want people to see where we picked up our COVID pounds as well.
That's really key. So shapewear.
Shapewear.
What are some key pieces every woman should have in their closet?
You should have boy shorts, like the shapewear boy shorts. So a shorter version and a longer version. So the shorter version for if you're wearing a shorter skirt, or even if you're wearing shorts, if you're trying to smooth things out, if things aren't as, they don't lay as flat as they used to. You should also have, my favorite piece is it's more of a shapewear skirt. So it comes up over my tummy, but it also covers my thighs. So I actually was in Nashville a few weeks ago and went to a gala. So that's what I had on under the black dress. And so it's a slip. So people like slits, so it's a slip, but it's a shapewear slip. And
Okay.
so it doesn't, making sure that it doesn't ride up. I think it's Assets brand. So it's the lower version of the Spanx brand. So I think like I've had it for years, but that is one key piece. Another key piece is, like I said, a waist trainer, a corset. So that it's not just for working out. So I'm on my now 3rd corset in the course of the pandemic. So it really does work to help bring you in. And I think I had a corset on Saturday, so that I wanted to have just more of a cinched waist. And so just making sure that you get one that doesn't show a lot of the outlines, and depending on what you're wearing. So those are like really the major pieces that you should have. Some people like the bodysuits. I don't prefer them. It's just a personal choice. I find them to be too hot and too constrictive. So I rather have pieces of shapewear. Also, like I'm wearing today, like this tank, it's a body tank that's a shapewear. So it's not like constricting, but it's still going to bring you in and smooth you out. And so those are the key pieces that every woman should have in her drawer. Yeah.
That's important.
Yes. And have them in black, tan. So depending on your color scheme, you know what your shade of color is. So those are the colors.
Mine's mocha.
Well,
I'm sorry,
mocha.
where?
It's a mocha latte, but it's mocha.
I mean, maybe your summer color comes in and brings it on in.
That's being kind. That's being very kind.
Love Neysa. So I'm just, trying to.
Y'all know I'm dark and lovely. I don't know why I got these jokes.
No one knows that.
Anyway, Faith, what questions do you have for Miss Hunt?
Well, I want to get to like what prompted us to bring LaToya on.
So I saw Neysa this past weekend, and I said, after several days of being in heels, which I don't wear anymore, I said, Neysa, I need to come on your podcast. Well, I didn't really say I need to come on. I said, you guys should talk about COVID feet. And then she's like, oh, you should come on. So that's how I got here. And so COVID feet kind of came up as a result of being in heels for multiple days in a row, which we have not been in the past 2.5 years. No. I think Lovey posted a post about it a couple days ago. And I said, oh my God, I forgot to, that's when that prompted me. I was like, I forgot to mention to Neysa that we need to talk about this, because especially the over 40 crew, we're, the feet are set up different. So I call them sweet feet. Okay. Especially after being in heels for the past couple of days. They're very tender and sweet. So want to talk about like, how do we transition from either being barefoot, i.e. me, or flip-flops or Uggs? Where do we go? How do we get our feet conditioned, and how do we still look cute and comfortable? So stilettos, ladies, let me tell you, if you have not worn them in the past 2.5 years, don't start there and go out for the first time. Big mistake. Big, huge.
Oh, for sure.
Don't start there.
You saw me Friday. I had a cute shoe on Friday.
Look real
cute. You saw me Saturday. I had on the flat because my shoe game gave out. Like I changed shoes at church. I was like, oh, I ain't gonna make it.
Oh yeah. So with me having come to Nashville for the gala, I was in heels then. I had to hobble to the car. I was just like, this is not it. And then the next day I needed to be somewhere else that required a heel. I had to bring it on down. And then last weekend, I was in heels 2 days in a row. I said, so we have to work our way back up. So Friday, when you saw me, I was in more of a little bit beyond a kitten heel, but not, I mean, like just, and I felt great. So, so we have to really pace ourselves. I know that we were like, oh, this isn't sexy. This isn't cute. Start out with your good wedge. They make wedges that are pointy toe that you can still look sexy on the toe but have support in the back. Start out with the mule, like a lower heel. Just don't go full throttle into your 4-inch stilettos. I did that on Saturday as well, and I'm still paying for it today. So I'm giving the lessons that I wish someone had told me.
Definitely.
Those that cannot do teach. So
that's true.
All the people.
That is true. Like, yeah. I mean, you don't think about it. You think about, okay, my pants might not fit, but the shoes are gonna fit. I'm gonna throw the shoe on and go on. And
you know, especially like when I had, you know, gained weight over the course of multiple surgeries and then COVID hit. So I'm like, my shoes always fit. So I was still buying shoes, even though I wasn't going anywhere to wear them. And so I have all these great shoes, but my feet can't handle it. So I am transitioning now. So today when I had to go into the office, it's more of a block heel, but it's still like a nice front of the shoe, nice, you know, kind of pointy front of the sandal, but it's more of a block heel. I'm like, I won't make it. So I've invested in a lot of cute flat mules, pointy toe flat mules that I wasn't that person, but you really have to work your way back into this whole shoe thing.
Yeah, which Neysa is trying to do.
I know, but don't be out here looking like Bambi, baby Bambi.
right. That's not cute at all.
That's not it at all. Or barefoot, like because you have given your feet have just given out. So that's not it either.
Well, I changed shoes at church on Saturday. I was like, oh no, yeah, I can't be out here looking like the Bambi ankle. Like that's not it.
That's not it either. So I would suggest you practice walking around in your house in them. If you say, okay, I really want to pull the Band-Aid off, practice, put them on at home, keep them on for hours and walk around in them, see how you feel, stand up in them, do the dishes in them, do laundry, and like try to do your chores in them if you're going to try to go ahead and go all out. That's my recommendation. Just don't go out there like full throttle.
Yeah. That's smart.
What's been your experience with this?
Oh, see, I've given up on heels. And I'm okay with that. I am not a sneakerhead, but I really like how sneakers have become really cute and chic to wear with like for instance, today I wore a cute midi pleated skirt and I had on my Vans. And
that is like perfectly perfectly acceptable. I mean, I'll take my little sister is a little fashionista as well. So she's a sneakerhead. But she also loves heels. But like she had on the cutest blazer, a little crop top, some jeans, and some high top Nikes. And so she just looks so cute. That's not everybody's style, especially with the demographic that I work with. So I try to be conscious of that. And so that's why I was like, okay, we need to have some kind of in between here. So like I said, the mules work great. Even if you get a little bit of a heel or ones that have wedges.
I like wedges. I know for me, I need support. So I like you saying the block, like I have block heel, like strappy sandal things, but I've realized my ankle has to be supported. Like I've realized I can no longer do a pump, but I can do a little lift here and there. So I try to. So that's good. You give options. You've given great options.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that's one of the mistakes that we make is that we try to follow all of these trends that we see on Instagram. And these folks are like walking down the street, like they're not just, they're not doing the things that most.
They're taking pictures.
They're taking pictures. Yeah. And even with taking pictures, that's still hard work when you're trying to, like, if you haven't been in shoes for a very, very long time. So yeah, please don't follow after them ladies. You're gonna mess yourself up because they're taking pictures and they have take down shoes, as we call them, in between taking all of these photos. So
Okay.
yes, yeah, I'm gonna probably be consigning some of my favorite heels. I just can't do it. So, I'm not going to be able to do it. I mean, some of the ones that weren't that comfortable in the first place, but they're beautiful shoes. But now that I've been out of them for over 2 years, my feet are starting to ache thinking about it. So I will more than likely be consigning.
You gotta let it go.
Gotta let it go.
I'm not there yet. Like, I don't know if I'm ready to let it go or even consign them yet. I'm just like,
not all of them, but the ones that were like made me scream before. I don't have it in me.
Yeah. What about the Asper cream on your foot that, we heard about people spraying your foot with this gel, numbing cream.
Asper cream. I have Asper cream or Bengay on Saturday. I had BioFree, so I tried that. Maybe I just was in them too long. No, I couldn't feel my right toe on Sunday. So yeah. So in that, BioFreeze did not work for me. So maybe I'll go back to the Bengay. I've also heard taping the toe beside your pinky toe and the toe next to it together sometimes relieves the pressure if you have to be in heels, but people swear by the Bengay. We'll see. And the tape toe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, once we get our feet together, let's talk about the rest of the outfit. So summer's upon us. It's hot already.
It's hot. It is hot.
Top 3 trends, top 3 things we have in our wardrobe,
So yeah, and that's hard to say because there's so many trends out. One, you just want material that, like if you're a sweater, like if you perspire a lot, you just want material that you are not gonna have like sweat stains. Like it's hot. So making sure that you are layering if you have a shirt, make sure you put on a tank or a bandeau bra to catch the sweat. There's nothing worse than having back stains. I'm a big jumpsuit person. It's easy to dress. It's easy. You don't have to have a whole lot of fuss and muss about it. So jumpsuits are always going to be in. So get you a cute sleeveless jumpsuit. Put you on a kimono, a nice vest if you're trying to dress it up, or you want to wear it with sneakers. So jumpsuits are always going to be in, number one. That's just the bottom line. A lot of people aren't. What I find, a lot of my clients aren't shorts people, but if you are going to do a short, you can still do a blazer or a kimono to cover, to have some coverage of the thick thighs, save lives, if that's, one of your issues. There are a lot. So pinks are really in this season, like hot pinks. I know it's like hot pinks and greens. I'm like, hot pinks and greens are in. I know. Orange is a really big color this season.
Like orange.
Yeah, we can do orange.
So orange is a really big color this season. So that's my ode to the lip and my nails. So those are like color scheme wise, but of course go with colors that look well on you. So I always recommend that I have a color wheel that I always send my clients or whatever to keep in their files, because when you're trying to mix and match color schemes instead of just being in, I can only do this with that, the color wheel works as far as like, what kind of goes with what. And I'm not a big, follow every trend kind of a stylist. I am let's hone in on your personal style, and let's figure out what works for you and your lifestyle. So, because if you're a busy mommy, me telling you, the latest trend of super, ripped up jeans and blah, 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 that's probably not gonna work for you if you got little kids. They're gonna be digging in those holes and trying to rip the jeans even further. So, so it just really depends on who I'm working with as far as what I tell them, as far as honing in on their personal style. Or if you say, I'll just say Gabrielle Union style, but Gabrielle is a size 2, maybe. So a lot of things that looked great on her, the average woman like myself, probably not going to work. So you just like have to kind of take key pieces of it. And so like figure out your style icon and kind of pull some of this, modify it and pull some of the inspiration from them. So that's my key takeaway as far as like what style, hot styles for the summer. I mean, you know, you have your basics. Denim is always going to be in, but denim is hot. So finding denim that works for you. So like Friday, like, and I think I got this denim dress from Forever 21. I think a lot of people in our age group don't like, they're like, oh, Forever 21, you can't, you know, she can't shop there. They have great plus size options as well. So I don't think you should like discount some of the fast fashions that, you know, everyone's going in, but it was a denim dress. So it was a shorter denim dress, but it had a little cutout, you know, just to like a little sliver. Cutouts are in, cutouts are big, but you got to choose the right cutouts for you. So you don't want meats coming through the cutout. So just a little sliver of a cutout, but it was a higher cutout. So it, you know, it didn't show my other stuff that I had going on down there. And so just a good puff sleeve, but you know, that's not everybody's style, but the denim was a lighter material. So just making sure that you're choosing materials that work for the season that we're in is really key.
That's good.
Yeah. So what else, ladies? We got some focus feet.
I feel like some cutouts.
Yeah.
Lower shoes, a wedge, maybe. Yeah.
So just to ease your way back into this thing. And like I said, you know, I always tell people, dress for the body that you're in now. I know that's hard sometimes, but like just getting a few key pieces that you can rotate in and out. And like I said, subscription services work, especially if you're in between sizes and you're not comfortable where you are, but you know that you're not going to stay there.
Yeah, I had never even thought about that. I was like, oh, subscription services, that makes sense now.
So that's what I did for about a year and a half. So yeah, so I just stopped it consistently. So it was like, oh, you look so, I'm like, I just had to have a few pieces to where if I needed to get dressed and do something, then I could look decent and pull together. So like none of my shirts fit. Like when I hit, like, that's how I know I had gone overboard, because I couldn't get into any of my shirts, like hardly any, besides a t-shirt. So I just had to dress it up and do the best I could with it. Put a blazer on or a vest on over it and keep it moving. And so, you know, 2-piece options work very well, especially if you can buy them separately. So that's why when you guys were talking about Tabitha's line at Target, it's very colorful. Some people are going to probably steer away from it, but there were some people like,
right.
So, but there were some, when I peruse the options, I said, oh, there's some pieces in here that you could mix in with some of your stylists that to kind of take it down a notch. So one of the pieces was this green and white bathing suit top. It's a bathing suit top, but the colors were electric. So, but you say, this is too much pattern for me. Put on a pair of high-waisted black pants, paper bag pants, and a vest over it, and you still have a nice little combo going on there, because bathing suit tops can be used for more than just your bathing suit. They can also be used as tops. Yeah.
I got a lot of good tips here.
Yeah.
No, I feel like I'm giving out all my juice to the people.
Yes.
Yeah, we appreciate the juice.
We
appreciate
do.
the juice.
Hopefully it will help a lot of ladies. So
yes.
yeah.
You know, I'm a bit like really underpinnings, as I call them. If you you will ruin an outfit without the proper underpinnings to smooth everything out. So that's really my biggest thing. I'm like, you've got to. I can't work with you if you don't. Also, tailoring your clothes. Like even like tailoring your clothes is a big thing. I'm 2 completely different sizes on top and bottom, so I get a lot of stuff altered. I may buy, like I said, I have a lot of different sizes in my closet, and it's because I may see something that's like at 18, and I'm like, oh, I really like that. It doesn't really look like, let's see how it fits. Oh, I can have this nipped and tucked in. I really love this. I'm gonna get it and have it altered. So that's another thing that people don't really do. People that look really polished in their clothes oftentimes have had them tailored.
Get things tailored, wear good undergarments.
Yes.
Don't worry about the trend, dress the body you have.
Yep.
Work your way back up to your shoes. Don't start off the top.
If you try to start at home, like I said, doing your chores, walking around the house, do all of those things. Yes.
Orange is the new black. Color for the summer. We're gonna skip the other ones.
Yeah.
So I think we have a lot of good juice here. But let's say anybody listening wants to reach out to you.
Yeah.
How can they find you?
They can find me on Instagram at Fab and Fearless Styling. So my link tree is there, how to contact me. For those that utilize Facebook, I also have a Facebook page, Fab and Fearless Styling. I just kind of got into the TikTok thing. So I have like 3 TikToks. I really don't do the TikTok thing, but I'm on there as well at FF Styling. So that is how, and so typically how I work with clients is you reach out, I do a consultation. I'm not for everybody. Everybody's not for me, and that's okay. And sometimes, I'm not a good fit, or they're not a good fit for me, because it is a commitment process. And I think that's the main thing that I've learned over the past 4 years. Everyone I can't work with everyone that comes along, just because they may not be ready for the process, because it does take time and commitment if you're going to like go down that road of saying, I want to, work with a stylist. I do have some one-offs, like people that just have special occasions, some things, and that's fine too. But I also have packaged clients that I work with over the course of the year. And so we just do, certain things. And so one of the biggest things that you should do, though, is do an assessment of your wardrobe. You can do that with a stylist like me, or you can do it on your own. So outside of COVID, I would say the general rule is if you haven't worn it in the past 2 seasons, you're probably not going to wear it. So get rid of it. But like I said, outside of COVID, we can take that out of the equation. So if you haven't worn something since, I'll give you 2018. You're probably not going to wear it. Just let it go for 2004.
I need to clean my closet out then, because I know I got stuff in there, some wish outfits. Like it might come back, or I might get into it.
Like if there are pieces that you like really, really love, you're like, or they have some kind of sentimental value or something like that. Okay. But people out, like I have this one client and I love her. But she is a major shopper. She's one of those people that, I think BCBG was going out of business or something. So she bought everything in every color, like the same item in the same color. Most of it still had tags on it when I did her closet edit. And I was just like, girl, you're not going to wear. And I know, girl, but you're not going to wear it. Let's just go ahead and pack it on up, drop it off at Dress for Success or Women's Shelter, someone that can really benefit from these nice, beautiful things that you have some of it's not even your personal style anymore, because your style does evolve. Like mine evolves. Like I looked in my closet, like even for me, like I looked in my summer closet and I was just like, I don't know what I was thinking about when I bought this. And why do I still have it? So now one of the other key takeaways, write a list before you kind of start shopping of things that you need. Make sure that you have the basics covered. If you don't have the basics covered, definitely don't go into the trendy things. Mm-hmm. So I do start out with my clients with that as well, like making sure that they just have the key basic items covered that you can build a wardrobe upon. For sure. Mm-hmm.
I like it. I feel inspired to go through my closets.
It is, we get attached to these things. And for me, and I clean out twice a year. Typically, that's what I do. COVID kind of put a stall on that for me, but I had a leak in my bathroom like about 6 months ago from my main closet. And so that in my closet backs up to the bathroom. So I was forced to, but I really did things differently. So everything came out of my closet. I really went through and assessed each piece before I put it back into my closet. So I ended up with I send a lot of stuff to ThreadUp, so I do consign my like good stuff. I probably made $150 off of ThreadUp, and then the rest of it I sent to my sister's house. But I probably had about 6 bags, and that's with me cleaning out twice a year. So I'm like, I don't even know where this stuff was going. So I think we just get so caught up in the frenzy of things, but that forced me to really take a real assessment and inventory. And that's when I realized too, I was just like, because that closet's mainly like winter and fall stuff. I was like, I don't have a whole lot of like color in this closet. My summer closet has a lot of color in it, but not my winter closet. But winters, you can have color too. So I'm like, so that is my goal for this upcoming fall and winter, is to incorporate more color into my fall winter palette.
Okay. Oh yeah, the summer and the winter closet. That's that one closet.
No, because the closets are tiny, so they are tiny little.
Okay, I was like, I got one
closet.
No, so yeah, my closet's tiny, so I pack a lot of punch in these closets. So yeah, so no, that's why my office I call it my cloffice, because I still have to have some storage solutions for my coats, because I have no coat closet. So when you're looking for places, that's kind of key. Make sure it has a coat closet.
Yeah,
I don't have a coat closet, so
that's key.
I have to come up with extra storage solutions. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, look, you've been great. We got all the things that we need to take away. I'll definitely will share where people can find you, so we can get the information out there. And just thank you. Like, I learned something here.
Listen, then I feel great about this conversation. If it's just one thing, that's all I strive for in life.
It's your first podcast. You feel okay?
I feel great.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah. We should have you back.
Yes, we will.
Happy to come back.
Yes, we should have you back.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Rhea been on? I'm sure she's been on. Maybe I've missed it. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. So we should come back for Rhea.
Yes. That'll be awesome. Okay. Well, that's it, guys. As you know, you can like, share, follow us on Instagram. I remember today, Faye.
Comment and engage with us as well. Thank you.
And definitely like LaToya's pages as well. We'll have those links in the description box below. So you guys have a great night, and talk to you soon.
Yeah, you guys are amazing. Thank you for having me.